Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen. Today on this episode of the Interesting Cast,
it's a junior
you are
cast.
Joined by
JJR.
the YouTube sensation I Hate Everything, Jamie Beltman, and your host, James.
James is a tired boy, you can hear it in his voice.
I'm not that tired, actually. Surprising, like how I went to bed at 2 in the morning.
Do you
and
drink
been
caffeine?
No, I don't drink any caffeine. Besides like tea that has such like a small amount.
Yeah.
But I don't drink coffee because it tastes disgusting and energy drinks will kill you. So, yeah.
I don't know if you were there, but my granddad, was saying tea has more caffeine than coffee.
I've heard that before as well.
I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think it's true.
Sense.
I don't think it's true at all.
You don't buzz at all when you drink
That
a
gives
tea.
you a little bit of a kick because it's got some caffeine in it. It's just enough. It's not overboard or anything.
But like when I drink coffee, it's like, wooshoo, and like it goes to the end of 2001: A Space Odyssey. I'm just like,
oh. Wait, Jim, lean back and go like, and I'll do the sound.
That's when I drink the coffee.
Have you ever seen that film?
No.
Nope.
It's worth it.
I haven't seen a lot of
They're
like
showing
good
it, I think,
movies.
in 85mm in London soon. Which should be epic.
Do you want to go to that, James?
No.
Have you ever been to London, James?
Yes, I went to the
A long time
museum. Yeah.
You should do Four Funnies go to London. at some
Four
point.
Funnies review the Sun's Eye.
If you organise it, I can do it.
Okay.
You have to book me in advance though.
Okay.
I didn't need an alarm clock.
Do you have an agent we can contact too?
Yeah,
Or you
me.
your own agent. Okay.
I'm my own
Okay.
agent.
This is episode 85 of the Jar Media Posdact.
Amazing.
15
Yeah, 15 to go. Till we
15.
definitely do episode 100.
We will definitely do it.
Yeah, I didn't need an alarm clock today because I was woken up by my nose just pouring blood all over my face.
You had a
Why?
nosebleed?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Was it just one of those
I've
like
had a
temperature
nosebleed
ones?
since I was a child.
I have them often.
You know, certain people just look like a nosebleedy type person.
Me.
James is one of them.
James is, yeah. I never strike you as a nosebleeder.
No, I'm not. Like, the last time I had a nosebleed, I remember it was at school, and it was like, well, it wasn't at school, but I was at school. It was
Got
like
hit in the nose.
3 in the morning.
3 in the
And-
morning.
Yeah, I just woke up, and there was like blood all over my pillow.
That's the last time you had a nosebleed.
Before the most recent one.
Did it freak you out a little bit seeing blood everywhere?
No, because it wasn't everywhere. There's still a stain on the pillowcase. I'm sure you've used that very pillowcase.
I'm sure I have once upon a time. Which one was it? The spiders?
No,
I love the spiders.
No, it was one of the like just stripe blue or blue and green. Like when
I know.
when I was like 15 or something. So
Yeah. James,
we were starting to get adult.
What have you been up to, you cheeky boy?
I've been in Portugal.
James has been in Portugal?
Nothing new there at all, is there?
No? Had a nice time?
Yeah.
How long were you there for again?
5 days.
5 days. How long's the flight? A couple hours?
Hour and 50 minutes.
Hour and 15?
50.
50, okay. Nearly 2 hours. I haven't been on a plane in so long.
Yeah.
Judging how I was really scared of planes, I'm not anymore. Like
You're scared?
Yeah. I used to hate planes.
Wow.
Now I do it so often. It's so easy.
Yeah.
But
It's just like the monotony of doing it over and over again. Like, I used to find the idea of, travelling around London, going on the underground and stuff
yeah.
to be intimidating. But now, it's whatever. Used to
Do
it.
it, yeah.
God, besides, the odd attack that goes wrong.
What was that most recently about the underground bombing?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was an underground bombing that went wrong, luckily. So no one died, but
It
there
was
was
like,
just some
I
burns.
saw the picture. It was like a little bag, just like
Yeah, they hid it in a
toffee,
little
just, like,
bag. So,
burnt off. It's like the
so
whole
they're-
like train.
they're budget
like, just,
terrorists,
didn't kill anyone though, thank God.
luckily, yeah.
There was actually a really weird moment on my plane where I actually feared for my life.
Why?
Because it's a really cliche, really.
You're not
I
gonna
think
be racist,
someone.
are you?
He's
No,
gonna be racist.
no. I was in a departure and we boarded the plane and it was about to take off and then it all stopped. And then the cabin, like the ground crew came on because someone left a phone
Mm.
Like it was one of those really
Oh,
cheap
yeah.
phones that actually
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like it'd be used to like blow up a bomb. And they're like, we know nobody wants to take it, but is it yours? So it's going to be left here. And I was just like, that's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
I was actually quite worried that
Have you ever experienced any turbulence or anything, or are you just not in the air long enough?
there's no turbulence. There's almost none on the Portuguese flight
That's pretty good then. Do you earn like miles or anything with your airline?
because I'm not like a plus customer.
Hmm.
A plus to get the plus benefits means you get like speedy boarding and the seats for free, but it's like £100 and I don't fly enough.
Yeah. For that to
Benefit
be
from
worth
it.
it.
Yeah, I wish I did because I fly so fucking often.
I like the episodes that have a 5 in them.
5.
It's a little secret about me you just found out.
What do you mean? What, like 85?
Like 85, like this very episode. There's
Why?
something about it. Just seems so neat and tidy. Could fit 15 right next to it, and then suddenly it's 100. Do you know what I mean?
Odd. It's not massively. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, like,
They know
if
what
it
I
was
mean.
83, you could stick a 17.
No, but 17 isn't satisfying either. It's the fact that it's an 85 and a
17
15.
is satisfying.
I don't find it satisfying.
No. I hated being 17 actually.
I'm pretty sure every single like person did.
If I had to choose an age that was my least favourite age that I've ever been so far, probably would be 17. What do you reckon? What's your least favourite age you've been?
Probably 18,
Why?
because I didn't like it.
That's when you can
It can do what?
buy alcohol
Yeah.
legally. Can you imagine being in America? You couldn't
I
buy
know.
alcohol yet legally. How ridiculous is that?
It's unbelievable. It's really fucking stupid.
Yeah, because most of the time they have any alcohol anyway.
Yeah.
They have that big
Yeah, exactly.
like party like culture.
Yeah, they just make fake
they
IDs,
probably
you
have
know.
more of a like drinking culture at that age than
Well, yeah,
we
'cause you
do.
think like they're like high school, they have these massive like parties and like all that shit.
Yeah,
It's like we
seems
don't
very
have
pointless,
that,
isn't it?
but here we can just go buy alcohol.
I've got a pretty good topic.
Okay.
It's one of my own ones from my
Uh-huh.
collection. I was
Well,
just
we haven't
reminding
got any,
myself.
so
I know you two don't have any. That's why I've got mine, which is just growing and growing. Brilliant topic ideas. This is one you've probably noticed before. I don't know if it's really a recent phenomenon, particularly, but it's things that are really good becoming a meme.
oh yeah.
In such a way to make fun of people for liking it. For example, a lot of these popular memes are ones where someone makes like a blank starter pack. So for example, I saw one the other day that was like a record collector starter pack, and it was a certain type of record player with a bunch of albums. Those albums being Tame Impala's Currents, Run the Jewels 3, and Dark Side of the Moon.
That's a weird like starter pack. You would have thought
It's
it'd be
because
like
the joke is at the expense of, I guess the insinuation is that people who like those things like are just kind of bandwagoning or something. That's what I can't figure
Yeah.
out. Because there are loads of different types of memes like this. Like, do you remember ages ago when I was talking about Mac DeMarco? I had that
Yeah.
comment of someone
Yeah.
saying, "Yeah, this is what is the new wave of Mac DeMarco." You know, that kind of thing, that attitude. Loads of movies and music have that. Like it's weird because now things like the Dark Side of the Moon is like a meme for like liking it.
Well, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I feel
There
like
is things
it's
that
too
get
old
that.
now that like people.
No, people can use it as a like starter pack thing, but I've never really understood the starter pack
I don't
meme.
like. I don't find what
I don't think
you
it's
just
funny.
described. No, I
really,
didn't
but-
find that funny at all.
No, it wasn't funny. I was just like, what's the commentary here?
Yeah,
Are you trying to say they're bad?
it's
Because
confusing.
those are all really good albums,
Yeah,
right?
It's to say that it's just that whole thing of they're the new people going into it. It's just like because
Is it
of
people
them.
just having a problem with younger people discovering things that they like?
in a way, yeah,
Is that what it is?
yeah. It's the elitists getting on a bit of a fuss.
it's like
Like how the internet's turning on Rick and Morty at the moment.
Yes, and I'm one of them. Fucking
It's-
hate
well, you don't
Rick and
count.
Morty.
Even if no one turned on them,
No,
you would
it's
still be in the
because
same camp. So you
I
don't
feel
really
like
get in.
it's this
I would.
mindset where people have been a fan for ages, or way more of a fan than this other
Mhm.
person, and they feel like these other people don't have the right to earn
Yeah.
to buy themselves a record of Dark Side of the Moon.
Max, that's super annoying. I hope the mics aren't picking that up because he's like really crunching that fucking thing. Yeah, I really hate the starter pack meme.
Yeah, it sucks.
I've never like found it funny. I've just been like, okay.
But I've just always seen the same types of, especially with music, the same albums are always used. It's always Salad Days, Currents, Dark Side of the Moon. Those are the three main ones that I can think of. They're always included. He's so annoying.
He's taking it closer to the mic.
Just throw it away or something. No, but he's a retriever. You can't throw anything away from him. Like earlier, I was in the garden and he kept taking his toy out. So I'd pick it up and throw it indoors. And of course, he goes and gets it, brings it out again.
Max, leave it.
Do you want to know the trick how to get him to drop it?
How?
He's using it like a cigar again. Fucking. You put your hand over it. Oh, my God, you just do that. Remember, he's a retriever. Okay.
The funniest thing about him is that whenever he sees you, he always picks up this massive fucking blanket.
Yeah, every
I
time.
did it and I walked in today. Just picks up one bit, picks up again, and just...
Yeah, it worked.
Not perfect. The other day, an Amazon person was delivering some packages, and they happened to have a golden retriever in their side seat of the car.
Mm-hmm.
Max saw it, ran outside to say hello. But like the door was closed and the lady was like, "Oh, it's another one." And then she like opened the door and Max tried to get in because he like tries to get in people's cars. So he tried to get into the postman's car. Just terrible.
They're quite dumb. They're really dumb dogs, but really innocent, like kind of dumb. They just
Well,
kind
they're
of...
supposed to be one of the most intelligent dogs.
They're not though.
I
Like
know.
when I look at him, I think he's really cute, but I think he's really stupid.
He is a clumsy boy.
Yeah, it's like that type of stupid.
Like did I post a picture in the group chat of what he did the other day?
This poo.
The shit, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking everywhere.
That was just the worst morning of my life. It was like magic poo just went out of nowhere. Because I got up, I went downstairs to feed the dogs or something. Everything's normal, everything's calm. Feed them, that's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Shower time. I go up, shower, get dressed, come out, and I notice there's just shit everywhere. Everywhere. I'm talking about everywhere. We're talking the kitchen, we're talking on every single step of the stairs, going into the do you call it the landing? Just
Yeah.
that bit, you know, the bit.
Mm-hmm.
The kitchen, the front room, just shit everywhere. And not just any shit, like diarrhea, horror, and that's not in a meme sense, like literal diarrhea, orange shit. All over the house. It'd be fine if it was just in the kitchen, because it's, it's just like kind of tile
can wipe
flooring.
it, yeah.
Just wipe it. But no, this is in carpet just like this. Took hours. You know, I'd clean the floor of the kitchen with a mop as well the day before. Literally the day before, and it was just covered in shit. I'm really scared I'm going to go blind. What if I trip over and a particle of shit goes in my eye and makes me blind?
Or you get pink eye.
Yeah, I don't...
That's worse. I
That's
don't want
really
just constant pink
unlikely,
eye.
Really unlikely.
Is that why Argy used to get red eye all the time? Do you remember?
Argy pink eye.
It's actually Argy pink eye. Anyway, what was the topic again? Oh yeah, things that are really good being memes because they're good. I'm trying to think of like a movie example. I guess like
Transformers.
I'm
no.
sure there's lots of like Christopher Nolan related, like a Nolan starter pack or something.
Yeah, there are like fashion ones as well. Where it's like, I just don't understand what they're trying to say. They're trying to say that a group of people look a certain way. Because everyone knows that already, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's like hipster starter pack, and it's like salad days next to some jeans with rips in them next to those socks that you pull really high with the shoes, and it's like I look at it, I'm like,
what's the commentary? Like they've added nothing to like.
Yeah. Are they making it as like a term of endearment thing that's like, look, we all love this thing. It's funny that we're all like the same person, basically. Is that the joke? Please, if you know, tell us. Because it annoys me, because when I see it, I'm like, what, is it not cool to like Pink Floyd anymore? Like, what?
Yeah, I know.
What?
Well, that's another thing as well, like, people know 2 Pink Floyd things now.
Mm-hmm.
The song, Another Brick in the Wall Part 2.
Yeah.
And the cover of The Dark Side of the Moon. Nothing else.
Yeah, they don't know any of the songs from The Dark Side of the Moon.
No. They only know those 2 things. Like, if they listen to Money or something, they'd know the bass line. But,
yeah,
like, they wouldn't know it's from that album. And these people now, like, it's so, like, ingrained into society that they were good.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody knows why anymore.
They don't just go to Spotify and listen to it.
Yeah.
It's like there was a video of someone who was wearing that Nirvana shirt with the yellow like smiley face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And someone went up to them and said, they asked something about the Nirvana band, and they said they don't know what they're talking about or something like that.
No, wasn't it like one of the people from the band?
I think that was something else.
Well, that was a thing.
Because he's dead. The lead singer.
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, he shot himself in the head, didn't he?
Really?
Or there were the people that think he didn't actually shoot himself in the head and it was like a conspiracy.
No, they say the whole conspiracy is it's like wife did it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
Not a big fan of their music.
Edgy grunge?
Yeah. I'm not a fan.
Well, does that mean it's good then?
Yeah.
Stop using our thing of what I don't like is good.
I've never really listened to their stuff. But yeah,
I've only
it is
listened to their
that
Unplugged
thing where
stuff.
like they don't have to. Is that what the,
It's like,
the
who
meme
are
is
they?
pointing at?
Everyone knows Pink Floyd or that album.
Mm-hmm.
They'd know that Pink Floyd as an entity was good. Just in the same way the Beatles are good.
Yeah.
Like no one listens to the Beatles.
The thing is, the Beatles made like
plenty of people listen to them, but it's different.
more playable songs, like just on the radio and shit.
Yeah, the Beatles have
So
a lot of.
I think everyone knows at least one Beatles song.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if you didn't know one. But you know what I mean? Like just the Beatles, Pink Floyd, Elvis Presley,
They're
Michael
good,
Jackson.
but you don't know why.
Yeah. Like a youth just knows to appreciate them just because of their name, basically. So I guess it's cool to.
So is the future generations gonna just appreciate like Ariana Grande because she was considered good?
It's different though, isn't it?
I know it's different, but that's because nowadays it's
all of
very
them
popular
did something. You know what I mean?
for the.
I know, like I think that every now and again, like
What are the
who's
replacements
the
for
biggest pop star at the moment? Like Taylor Swift
Yeah, probably
No,
Taylor.
I don't think it's Taylor.
or like
Yeah, I think so.
Drake. Are they ever gonna be like thought of as like these amazing?
No, I don't think so.
I think Kanye will
when-
at least go down somewhat like that.
Well,
Kanye has done something though, in terms of how he's affected pop culture.
Mm.
I guess you could argue the same about the others, but not musically.
but yeah, in terms of music, like the stuff that was popular back then was the Beatles, was Michael Jackson, was
Mhm.
Pink Floyd. Like these
I
musicians
feel like
that were
people
actually
like
really good.
Kendrick Lamar probably will.
Yeah.
But he's actually good though.
Mhm.
That's the thing.
It's just how like it's changed in that back then, if something was really good, it was also at the top.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there was still loads of like bad pop.
Like
but
that. God, that Taylor Swift song.
The new one.
Well, the one that was before
Or did you?
the
What?
first. Yeah.
Look What You Made
So I
Me
think there were
Do.
two
Yeah.
singles or some shit. The first one, Look What You Made Me Do. That is one of the worst songs I've ever
I
heard.
haven't heard it.
And I hope that's not just me doing the wrong generation thing. But it is just like an awful, awful song. Nothing about it
apparently
works.
People have been arguing that like it's a
deconstruction of modern.
It's a joke on modern pop because it's "Look What You Made Me Do" and it's like the exact same syllables as "Too Sexy for My Shirt."
Right.
And like somehow that's
okay.
Maybe
if it was coming from someone who I know has done a lot of political commentary or something, and they come out with that, then maybe
someone
I could understand that.
Singles aren't always based off of like
being
the celebrity
22.
they've been
22.
fucking.
That Katy Perry song. What's it called?
Swish,
swish, swish. Have you seen the music video, James?
No.
I was just in awe watching it. It is so bizarre. Randomly.
Oh, the basketball one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You've
know
seen
about it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, like halfway through, it just turns into that meme.
You
She like falls over and it does that.
I like that meme. I like the beat.
You like the music video?
No, I like that meme. I just
You like that meme? No, but it's in a song by Katy Perry.
I know, I've heard about the memes in it.
Do you think it's just like a pathetic like attempt to try and get
Stay
memes to
relevant.
like it?
Yeah.
It is to stay relevant. Like,
But like by the
It's
time
really
it came out, it
irrelevant.
was really
Yeah.
out of date. That's really embarrassing to me. Like fleeting. Like
Oh
please
my
like
God.
me. What an awful, awful fucking music video and song.
It's a bit awful in general, though.
do you think that song is better or worse than "Look What You Made Me Do"?
Shut up. They.
No.
I think they're both awful, but for different
They are.
reasons.
My thing is that like I could imagine that Katy Perry one being played in like a party sort of environment, like
Yeah.
people dancing and drunk.
Because
like,
after she says swish, swish, bish, then it just does that generic every
Yeah.
song in 2017 thing.
like what does "Look What You Made Me Do" have? She's not even like showing
It's that
off.
thing where you can imagine a bunch of like empowered females like going, "Oh, I'm so sassy because I listened to this song about how epic I am."
No,
I can imagine those people listening to it. You know.
It's not even about empowerment though.
Sort of is, because she's like, "Look, I'm reinventing myself."
Did you watch that cringy bit at the end as well?
Where there are all the different tailors or something.
Yeah.
One is a snake or some shit. It was really awkward and unfunny.
Yeah, it was really unfunny and like I feel like since David Bowie, loads of pop artists feel like they just need to have loads of characters. But like
His was so like
Well, he-
important to the music though.
yeah, he like became that character.
Yeah.
Like she
It was
just,
like method acting but for music almost.
she just makes up fucking Snake Swift. why is Snake Swift a
Sniffed.
thing?
And then to give credit to, because I was trying to think if there are any music videos I actually like that I've seen recently. The Humble one is really good. That is a really good music
The
video.
Humble one is loads of Kendrick Lamar's music videos are fucking really. I showed you the All Right one.
Yeah, that's really good as well.
That's really good.
So I guess it just depends on the artist sort of and what kind of vibe they're trying to put out there.
But like
Think about Taylor Swift and Katy Perry are basically the same person. If you squint your eyes, they're like the same. One's just got a different hair color. They're like both hyper produced
oh yeah.
creatures that have nothing to say except for how empowering it is to be a young woman. You know
Which
what I mean?
it isn't.
Yeah, they make me a sandwich.
Good joke there, Alex.
Thanks, Jim.
You're really on the ball this time. Now go make me a sandwich.
Do you know what I realised about Rick and Morty?
What? That it's not as good as BoJack Horseman.
Shit,
It's not
yeah.
good at all.
I was gonna mention BoJack because I need to shout it out for being so fucking good.
When I
Does
watched
not
that
get the credit
season-
it deserves.
No, it doesn't. Because I watched
It's
that.
genius. It is absolutely genius. It's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
It's so clever to take something so silly and use it as a way to completely deconstruct just what people are like so accurately. I'm serious, James. Like, you're looking at me like I'm a madman. But
So
BoJack Horseman.
would you say it's the Evangelion of America cartoons?
No. Because the thing Rick and Morty does is it's so nihilistic, and that's kind of like the only card it plays.
Yeah.
Whereas BoJack has loads of characters who are all different things.
Mm-hmm.
Where like BoJack is like depressed, basically. The cat character is like
Work obsessed.
They're all like different states of people, and then it's not like a one note. Everything's pointless. The world, you're just a grain of rice in the ocean, Morty. Everything's pointless. You know what I mean?
So what you're saying is I'd probably like it.
Nah, I don't know. It's really sad as well.
It's really sad.
I feel like it might be too much for some people.
Well, it's weird how it goes from like silly horse wackiness.
There's literally an episode where a character, what was it? Attaches himself to a drone.
Yeah, and then steals a massive thing of like candy corn or something.
Yeah. And you again, you're with the face, but somehow it just works. Like, I was looking at the reviews on Metacritic. The first season has like a really low, like 50 something.
Mm-hmm.
Then season 2 jumps to 90, and then season 3 is like 86. Season 4 is like 86 as well, or something.
I
It is
feel
really
like
good.
the first half of the
It's-
first season is like you sort of have to keep with it,
Yeah.
and then the last half of the first season, like that's when it
There's
starts.
a certain episode about a certain character that I remember thinking, okay, now this is getting good.
Mm-hmm.
I figured out what it is. The comparing BoJack with Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is nihilistic, but it doesn't have the same hope that BoJack does. Because despite all of it, that's like the point. Is like, despite how shitty things can be, there are good things to appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Through laughing, through relationships, blah blah blah, that kind of thing. Whereas, and it is just as funny as like Rick and Morty as well.
Yeah, if not funnier at times.
Well, I feel like it takes someone with so much talent to write something that can be so funny and so sad and not feel awkward and weird.
Yeah, not feel like you're just being shaken around.
Like, the only emotion Rick and Morty makes me feel is like, this is funny.
Mm-hmm.
This is cute.
It
There was
kind of
that one
annoys
episode
me.
that everyone said was really sad, but it's like, just
Yeah,
playing
it-
hurt doesn't mean
Yeah,
it's sad.
It kind of
really.
annoys me when they try to do that, because then you know, like, immediately, like the first episode of season 3, it's like Rick's still a piece of shit. He's still just like killing everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and like everything is in his grand scheme or whatever.
I guess that's part of it. Like, the main character is just such an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to make him. You understand where he comes from, but at the same time, like, it doesn't make you feel anything particularly.
No.
Not that it's bad or anything, but I'm just comparing them as interesting right after watching BoJack. Just waiting for a year for all the current Rick and Morty fans to find BoJack, and then that will be the new thing.
I don't think it ever could be though.
No, it just doesn't have the same
Randomness. I'm a pickle.
It is the you can't. I suppose you could quote certain things from it, but it's just not the same. That's one I would definitely recommend though. The first season's rough for a bit, but everything else after that is really good.
Hey, you are.
The first episode of season 1 is particularly like.
It's just so bad.
Is this just fucking Family Guy?
Speaking of that, we watched the first episode of The Orville.
Yeah. Oh, it was really.
It's getting loads of
sad.
credit from Twitter. I'm amazed.
Really?
Yeah, I saw Total Biscuit say how good it was. I saw Sky Williams say how good it was. And there was someone else.
But no, I was watching this thing about Family Guy. The video is called like When Family Guy Died or something.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, he basically said it was a quote from Seth MacFarlane saying like his dream is to one day make a modern remake of Star Trek.
Oh no.
That's his like his biggest dream, and I was like, it's such a sort of
That is sad.
noble thing, and then what we watched is what he gets.
Hold that thought. We'll be back in part 2. We're back.
Whoa, didn't see you there.
Though I hate that, don't do that.
What?
Now we have to do it again. Oh, hello, I didn't see you there.
You're probably wondering how I got into this situation.
Can we do one of those? I'll do
Someday.
the record scratch. You're probably wondering how I got into this situation.
It's like fucking Lisa Ann, surrounded by 12 massive dick guys.
Black.com. You probably noticed we've shed a James. We went out for a meal and he was in a horrible accident. He probably won't be okay, and he's
Hopefully dead.
hopefully. And we can finally be true, Jar.
Just one J, one A, one R.
J, A, and R.
Yep.
Ah, nice
Rhubarb.
apple and rhubarb cider from a milk carton.
That's the benefit of living in a
SpongeBob. The
in
Orville.
Bikini Bottom.
The Orville is what we were talking about
Yeah,
before we
that's
left. Before I rudely interrupted us. We've watched one episode. By the time this is out, there have probably been like 3 episodes. Very rude of you, but what did you think of the Orville episode 1? Seth MacFarlane's
Episode 1?
Seth MacFarlane's Star Trek
Let's just say
show.
let's just say there's a bit of potential there.
For what? Some
bit-
embarrassing television.
Potential for improvement, let's say.
Yeah, but it's hardly really.
I mean, like, going
There's
from,
potential
like,
to
fuck
improvement
shit
on
to
anything
dog
that's
shit.
bad.
But
It was weird
I
because
just felt really sad when I found out like this was his dream,
Mhm.
and he's finally done it, and this is.
And
This
everyone
is it.
thinks it's rubbish, apart from Angry Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, if Angry Joe loves
No,
it,
I
it must be
mean
good.
not that everyone thinks it's rubbish. It's that it is rubbish. And like what?
In
you
your
mean is-
opinion, some people love it, like Angry Joe. He think it's more than 4 hours, so he loves it.
It's not. Though.
Just joking, Angry Joe fans. Just having a little laugh.
Does it have lots of side quests though?
You know, I want to play the Orville game.
What would you do if there was an Orville game and it was like the best game ever made?
Does it do salads? Did you like the pointless like CG creatures that just showed up?
I like when he ran through the guy, and then he was like, "Oh
Are
shit!"
you okay, man? I'm okay, man.
The one-
All right, cool, dude. No problem, man.
And then they kept going.
And then it continued. There's like no joke. It's like it's so weird.
That's that's just a normal human interaction.
Yeah.
Like, what's funny about that?
I guess that
Like,
in his
he's
mind, the
a
thing that's
goo
funny is that it's a
monster?
goo monster.
But the CG is so bad that like,
I thought the CG wasn't actually that bad for that one bit, that sludge thing.
the goo bit.
Yeah, the goo bit was alright. The thing I found most disappointing was that we had memed that trailer so hard, not expecting everything that trailer to be from one episode.
Yeah.
Every joke in the show was just from that trailer.
Yeah, that's really bizarre. They must have like nothing else filmed. Like, they're just fucking
The rest of it's like,
rushing through it.
like animated or something. It's a Family Guy animation. Can I do salad? Let's do a fucking Orville joke. Okay.
Okay, what's
I'll be
the
Seth
context?
MacFarlane. We just landed on a new alien planet.
Okay. What character am I?
You just make it up as you go along. Okay, ready?
That's the Seth MacFarlane.
Hi there.
way.
Well, I'm character. We've heard a distress signal from Sigma 5. We've come to investigate. Got any salad?
This planet is salad free.
Salad free? Got any bananas?
That's the joke. Cut to the next scene. That's the level we're on.
And the scene is with the pilot. Man, I just love boobs. You know, boobs are just great. And the black guy's like, I love titties.
Dude, titties are pretty cool.
I know, right? Whoa! Whoa! And there's the Orville for you. It was weird because I couldn't figure out, like, because I was expecting it to just be a comedy, but they tried to do this whole lovable aspect with the family and
That's like a very, like,
Seth MacFarlane.
classical comedy. He loves his old-timey stuff.
He loves
John
John
like,
Williams. He loves
Yeah.
Star Wars. He loves Star Trek.
He loves like 60s, 70s era TV.
Yeah.
Like those
And
sort
Star
of
Trek, yeah.
morals, lovable.
Simple. Everything's simple.
Yeah.
I saw Total Biscuit say it's everyone felt like real people.
Apart from they didn't.
I do disagree a little bit because no one speaks.
I do disagree
that.
a massive bit because there's a scene where they just go through, this character is this and this. This character is this and this.
I'm General Asololo. I'm your med expert. Gotta be healed.
She's fucking a doctor from Fallout 4.
And then Seth goes, does it do salads? That's just something about that line just really pissed me off.
It really pissed me off because like
It's such just a Family Guy joke.
and like the way it looks in reality with them two, like,
Why does he even say
the-
the thing about salads?
I don't know.
He just went into the bathroom and got one of the cardboard toilet tubes and he's tearing it up.
He's eating it. He's straight up just eating a bit of cardboard. But like
He's so
in
hungry.
reality, that interaction, it didn't look real. It looked like they were both waiting for each other's lines.
We got
Do you know what I mean?
salads? Does it do
Like
any
he was
salad?
waiting for that fucking salad punch, you know.
But
like,
the
it's not
joke,
funny
the
yet,
joke
but-
was that they had a machine that could age things in a bubble.
Yeah,
So they age a banana. Was it a banana?
yeah. And then he's like, "Wow, an anti-banana gun.
Wow, an anti-banana ray.
Now we never have to fear the banana."
Now we never
Braff
have to
again.
fear the banana. It's like he wrote a Family Guy joke that he would have done all the delivery of on his own normally because he plays like every
No,
character.
but the woman in the show did the other half.
He's just eating the whole thing. That can't be healthy.
Maybe it's like the sustenance he needs to not have diarrhea.
Well, I purposefully have been giving him special gastro biscuits just because of his...
All right, Max, that's enough. Come on now. He's literally just eaten dinner as well.
Yeah, he has. He's still hungry. Please stop him.
I'm stopping this.
Can you close that door as well? While you're over there, see if you got any banana rays. There is one question I have about the Orville, though.
What's that?
It's a very big question. Stop telltale walking and get over here. Because you're not on mic, so no one can hear what you're saying.
I
And
didn't say anything.
You just smacked it. There's one question I have about it.
Yeah.
And it's, we fear the banana.
Anyway, all in all, I'd give it like a 9 out of 10. Not great, but could be better.
Yeah, I'd give it like a 4 out of 5.
4.2 out of 5.
Keep it up, Seth. I can't wait for the banana puns in the next episode.
I just, it just makes me really sad. Like, you know, in his little world, like in
Fear
his,
the banana.
in his his like basic world where he's putting all this work to Family Guy and all this shit, and like in the TV show, he finally gets to
Do the banana
direct
joke.
his banana Star Trek movie,
We fear the banana.
and this is what he ends up with. But maybe in his own delusional Hollywood world,
He's probably pretty happy about it.
I hope so.
They do that thing where the thing they've made is like just dreadful, and then they retweet everyone that tweets them saying something nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like The Rock was doing that when Baywatch came out.
Really? I feel like The Rock didn't even give a shit about Baywatch. He just loves money.
He'd be a good president then.
He'll be like senator of.
I hope The Rock's in episode 2 of The Orville, which we're going to watch after this.
What would you do if he was?
If he was the banana.
If suddenly
I'm the banana.
Seth MacFarlane was gone, and The Rock like came in, and then suddenly it starts
just for
doing
one
really
episode.
well. I bet.
You've seen the
you
trailer for
could-
Jumanji, his new movie.
No,
Looks fucking awful.
it came on before a YouTube video, and I just skipped it fucking immediately. Like I don't.
Do you know what I fucking hate that those skip me adverts do?
What?
Don't skip this ad.
Yeah. No, but have you noticed what other ones do is like try to show the whole trailer in 5 seconds and then play the whole thing. Like, how it
It's just
should be. It's just and then the 5 seconds is up, so they can do the normal trailer.
Yeah. Do you know what I watched the other day?
What?
Transformers 5 The War of the Knights.
I don't care.
Jamie,
The one good use of the don't skip this thing was Jessica Jones, because you know it's the character that if he tells you to do something, you have to.
That
do
was
it.
pretty good.
So he
But
was,
at the time I had no idea.
yeah. So I was like, "Fuck you,
Fuck you,
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who, you little bitch. Your
I'm watching
purple
this
little
fucking
outfit.
donkey video, bitch."
I watched Transformers, Jim.
Yeah.
And you said to me that you think it's just going to be boring and not funny.
Yeah. But it's because I heard like that.
I was by
action-
myself, just watching it for fun.
I don't know how you.
Jim, I've endured some real shit.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, just by yourself watching it for fun.
I get a lot of enjoyment out of bad media. I don't know what to tell you. But there was something so intrinsically bizarre about Sir Anthony Hopkins, monologuing about Transformers. Clearly not giving a single shit. Saying some of the most ridiculous goddamn dialogue.
Yeah, I wonder why he did that. Money corrupts everyone.
But
Max
it
must
is
love-
it's a nasty film.
Why?
It is nasty. It's horrible.
Aren't there like Nazis in it?
There is a scene where Bumblebee kills Nazis, yeah. That's the level this film's on.
Okay.
It's nasty in terms of the way... You're going to get that fucking wine.
Yeah. I'm not going to get it, but it's in the freezer.
Okay. So what am I supposed to talk about now?
Talk about Halo 2.
Halo 2? No, we've spoken about Halo for too long on this fucking podcast.
Mass Effect 2.
Come on, just go get it, for God's sake. Fear of the banana. Aww. Hey, babe. What are you doing to him? Why is he so soggy?
He's been outside, I guess.
Fear of the banana. Anyway, Transformers. I know they've all been like this, but this one really hit me. And just how nasty it is. So you're gonna ask me? You two parts.
I'm sorry, I just fucking sprinted up the stairs with Argy in my arms.
Oh right, that's hard work. Nasty in terms of Michael Bay has no sense of humour, so all of his humour comes at like just making fun of people, not for something that's actually funny, not a smart observation or a joke. It's just like, there's a fat guy in the scene, let's have Anthony Hopkins call him a fat ass and hit him on the bottom. It's pretty funny when I describe it, but it's not like that in the movie. It's not, it's horrible. And there's this really awful scene where, I don't know if you ever watched it, there was this really vague English comedy that came out years ago called How Not to Live Your Life. with this guy that looks like a chipmunk in it. He's got eyes like this.
How not to live your life.
Yeah. But
Never
anyway,
seen
there's
it.
the woman from that is in Transformers.
Okay.
And there's this scene where Mark Wahlberg and her go into like this study and they're like smashing it apart to find a MacGuffin.
Yeah.
While these ladies downstairs are like, ooh, they can hear it. So you can imagine what they think is going on.
Oh.
And it's like, this is so unfunny. This is just so shallow and awful. And I just fucking hate you, Michael Bay. You are a piece of shit. You are a piece of sludge from the Orville that has been run through by Seth MacFarlane. You are the banana, Ray. You are the banana.
He's the
in
banana in
Orville.
the banana ray.
So when he says, does it work on salads? Are you bullying him?
I didn't mean to. Are you fucking serious?
You gotta help him. Jim kicked the ball and no, be gentle with him. Jim, you can't jump from up that high. Oh! Makes me cringe for his little fucking weak back. You know, sausage dogs can literally break their backs from jumping off something that high.
He's not a sausage dog.
Fuck you. And it was so there's this really weird scene in it in Transformers 5 Swords and Knights. The villain is Medusa, by the way.
Swords and Knights, is that a Transformers name?
Yeah.
It's called Swords and Knights.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
The villain is Medusa, okay? Like a robot Medusa.
That turns people to stone.
It turns Optimus Prime evil. That's why he fights Bumblebee. And Bumblebee calls him the N-word.
What?
It doesn't really. It doesn't really. But the point is, there's a scene where for some reason Megatron is like working with the US government. And he says, I will only work with you if you give me my men. And then there's a scene where the US government are like, fine, who do you need? And he's like, I need Razor Heel. And then it like cuts to like a Suicide Squad style. And then it's like their intro and it's like, Wazza! And it does that for like 15 minutes. And then literally in the first scene with them in, they all die. Every one of them dies apart from Megatron. Every one of them. One of them looks like a piranha. One of them looks like a Bionicle.
Is it just like the real Suicide Squad?
What is this, some kind of sort of...
Suicide Squad?
What is this, some kind of banana ray?
Isn't it an anti-banana ray?
Fear of the banana. If you have no idea what we're talking about, go and watch the Orville trailer. You don't need to watch the episode, just watch the Orville trailer. Every joke from the first episode is in the trailer.
The Orville full episode is literally that, but with like transition fucking edits.
And people were praising the effects of the Orville. Sorry to go back to the Orville, but I just feel like I have to. People were praising how good the visual effects were.
When fucking Game of Thrones is literally like...
Just got the
on
highest
TV
production
as well.
that looks better than most movies.
Nah, the Orville looks great.
There's that scene where they're like flying around through engines and stuff and it looks like a PS1 game.
Yeah.
Whoa! Watch out for the Orville!
There's that one scene as well, like near the end, when he has a talk with his ex-wife. And there's like some dude on the outside cleaning windows.
Yeah.
And that looks shit.
It did look shit, but like, I can't help but feel like it's purposeful to look like the old Star Trek show, which looks shit.
Yeah, but it didn't have CG.
Yeah, they didn't. There's always something charming about models, you know?
Yeah, but there's not always something charming about bad CG.
In fact, I'd argue there's nothing charming about bad CG.
Yeah.
When has bad CG been funny in a context that isn't a YouTube video? like purposefully. We're not talking like Scorpion King, going back to The Rock, which is just so awful.
The only other one I can think of is the Orville.
What's that? I just hate that part of it is the name. The name really fucking
The name
pisses
is
me
terrible.
off.
The name is awful.
It's supposed to be like Firefly. It's supposed to be like that, where it's like the name of the ship.
Is that the name of the ship in Firefly?
Yeah, they fly a Firefly.
You can't take the sky from me.
I like Firefly, but I hate the intro.
Oh!
That doesn't actually happen. I made that bit up.
Are you serious?
We are something, we ain't free.
I was gonna watch it
You
tomorrow, but I'm
can't take
not.
the sky from me. Oh. I made that bit up.
You made the hoe bit up.
Yeah. Anything else to say about Transformers, Jim? I know you were excited to watch it, but
I've never seen it.
it's just dreadful.
I like it.
It's just brilliant. The Banana Ray bit.
I loosened it up for you.
I loosen him up for you. Every joke is just like, what would my 45-year-old uncle who's really unfunny say right now? Should we do some Reddit little lies?
Why is he licking that dog toy?
He's preparing it.
Okay, yeah, let's do some Reddit ones.
You know, Max literally raped Argy yesterday.
What?
It was really cringy. Like, Argy was just stood there and Max came over and was like doing his old.
Yeah.
And he used his front paws to hold him still. Didn't actually do anything, but he just thrusted on the spot and Argy just stood there. Just like, what is going on? Max was just doing that really over-exaggerated thrust that just doesn't achieve anything. Did that for like...
He doesn't even have a ball sack. Why is he doing that?
My theory is that the vet only cut one ball out. Let's do some little questions over here,
Let's do some questions.
Cheese It Zing Zinga Zozu 1 2 3. Could you guys do a psychological analysis on why James feels the need to overcompensate when it comes to the size of his penis?
Well, either
Here's the thing about James. I don't think he's lying.
Give him $2,000 and we'll find out.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about that.
Yeah.
I said for a meme.
We should set up a Kickstarter. If it gets to $2,000, James fucking tweets a pic of his dick.
So that we could have it as like a Patreon.
Yeah. A goal.
Goal. I hate that fucking bone.
It's never
I
gonna
think
fucking run out.
James isn't the type to be a very good liar.
He's not, but I don't know, because he's also always been.
He's also had a big case of the not gays, so
He's had a big case of the not gays and a big case of the alpha male. My like 8-hour orgasm or whatever.
that's not really an alpha male thing, though, is it?
No, I know,
A
but
gorilla
like, he
wouldn't-
thought it was.
Wouldn't brag about that, would they?
Yeah, but James hasn't got the cunning of a gorilla. No, I don't know. It's impossible to know.
My bet is for it just being quite big,
I reckon like
like the guy from the Green Goblin.
just a decent sized schlong. Oi.
Cadcase Shores says, what's something your brain tries to make you do, and you have to will yourself not to do it?
I assume this guy
For fuck's sake.
wants us to say like watching child porn or something.
I always have the urge to stuff my thumbs into people's eyes. I have to force myself to not do that.
I'd just say something like eating dessert before every meal, as well as after.
Just eating dessert, full stop.
No,
All times.
Dessert.
I just think about the Orville a lot.
I have to stop my mind from watching the Orville on repeat.
And it's neither a bad or good thing. That's the weird part about it.
No, like the like moral part of you doesn't know which one to like agree with.
Pikachu says if Jar ever had a falling out, what would it have been over?
James's penis size.
It would have been something to do with James and Ruben.
Yes. That's definite.
Because they just trigger each other. They're so good at doing that.
It's because they're such opposites.
Yeah, they're on different ends of a spectrum.
They're opposite wavelengths.
Yeah.
Do you know what opposite wavelengths do when they like meet?
They combine and go.
No, they cancel each other out.
You're the banana.
And that's how you make an anti-banana ray.
Is it healthy for parents to use the search filters to stop kids 13 and up from watching porn? Should the parents shelter them from it for as long as possible, or leave the kid to find out all that stuff? Is the parents' business to interfere with that sort of thing? What do you reckon?
Dunno.
Would you put a parent lock on your child's phone?
What gender is the child?
They haven't decided yet. Joking. They're a man.
They're a man? Then probably not.
No, they're a woman.
They're a woman?
So you want to control your woman and make them a little sex slave?
Then they wouldn't even have a phone.
They wouldn't have a phone?
If they were a woman.
Why?
Dangerous.
Would you call them a woman if they're 13?
No.
12? What would you call them? A little girl? Yeah, you little girl. You're not having no fucking porn. Little bitch.
No, I don't know. I'm not a fucking parent, and I'm never going to have to make those decisions. No, I do know that. I'm not a parent.
I don't know that.
Don't you? I'm pretty sure you know.
Amnesia. I can't remember anything from the banana ray.
All you can remember is the banana ray.
I put my head into the banana ray and was like, "Brr." Now I've got a banana in my head. An old banana. Bikini Bottom! I'm Mr. Krabs! I don't know how I'd feel. Because I feel like I looked at some fucking weird shit when I was 13.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like, when you can search spider crab inside pussy and probably get a result, I don't know if that's the kind of thing 13-year-olds
But we underestimate 13-year-olds, like... 13...
It's probably the tamest shit in the world what you look at when you're 13.
Yeah.
Like fucking Powerpuff Girls fucking pounding it or something. Or whatever's on TV.
Aren't they like 8?
Well, you know, you whatever you're, you know, like Hermione sucking off Ron Weasley or something like that, you know.
Okay. Well, from which episode though?
From which episode?
Well, I was thinking like Star Wars. Which book?
Episode 1, the champion.
She's like 12 in that.
What if I'm a 12-year-old? So I'm going to search things my age. This is why one of the most searched porn results is like mum shit, because it's all kids that like have fantasies about their like friends' mums and shit and that.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
That like that's the most searched.
Yeah.
I'm also sure there's lots of like fucking 30-year-old fat neckbeards that like also search that stuff.
Which James calls them neats.
Neat.
He said it in the fucking restaurant.
A neat.
Yeah.
I think I've heard that as well.
It's a 4chan thing, I'm pretty sure.
Ah. That explains how James knows it. What?
Mick says, how did you guys make the fan art wall? Did you print fan art, or did you have a PO box at some point? You've never had a PO box. I've tried to set it up.
Multiple times.
but they don't want my money for some reason, so I don't have one at the moment. I just really embarrassingly took a bunch of pictures on a memory stick to a camera shop bit, or whatever they're called. What are they called, Jim?
Photoshop bit.
To a Photoshop bit. So I would say Pearl, Mr. Krabs, Sandy.
What was the question?
Ryru says, have you been watching American Horror Story Cult?
No.
Jim hates American Horror Story.
No, I'm on season 3 with the witches, and there's every time like the music turns on, I just want to fucking
What do you mean?
kill
I
myself.
can't remember it.
And it just does that on repeat.
I remember one that's like...
From the witch one? Or are they all of the same music?
No, they have different music, I think.
Yeah, the witch music fucking drives me insane. It's
Is
the
that
reason
the
I
only
stopped
reason you
watching
start
it.
watching it?
No, it's the main reason. Because
I don't really like the witch one.
It
Thought
feels
was
like it's got
rubbish.
such an ego as well.
Well,
Because they've got all like
it's
these
coming
young
back to me a
women.
little bit.
I'll
It's
show
because
you.
everyone
like,
who's
after
on the
cast.
show is gay.
Is Quicksilver gay?
No, he's not gay.
Then the show shouldn't be gay, but it is.
I don't mean gay as an insult. I mean they're literally gay. Or bi or whatever.
No, I know, that's what I mean.
Whatever you want
The
to be.
show is literally gay. If the show was a human,
It would be fucking
they'd be
Elton
homosexual.
John.
Yeah.
Except I like Elton John.
Yeah, I like Elton John too, but it doesn't make him.
I'm
not
the
gay.
Lion King.
Is he Lion King?
Yeah. He's also Eldorado. Eldorado.
Holy shit!
Magnificent.
He's Eldorado as well.
Mm-hmm. There's that really good song where they're going through la 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 la.
That doesn't make anything any clearer for me.
It's the one where they're cutting trees down. Go and seize and nut trees.
What, in Eldorado?
Mm-hmm.
What? When do they cut trees down in Eldorado?
No, the lyrics.
The lyrics. So, in the lyrics, they're cutting trees. Why?
No. In the lyrics, they're going to seize and thou nut trees.
What? Next question.
No, you have to find it.
Find what?
No, listen. Go to seize the... You know that one.
No, I don't.
What's your favourite Eldorado song?
Eldorado.
No, that's cheating.
It's not cheat.
It's called... The Trail We Blaze. On the trail we blaze. Hey, la, 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 la.
Oh.
On the trail we blaze.
Is that when they're going into Eldorado?
Yeah, cutting trees down. And sweat no veraccio.
Why do when you sing just like no words come out, just fucking syllables?
Oh, this one's good as well. Friends never say goodbye. Never say goodbye.
Oh, I've got cringy memories of Eldorado.
Why?
Because that was. Can you just play the one you were talking about?
On the trail we blaze.
Yeah, that one. Play. It. Come on.
We'll get a copyright strike.
The
I'm gonna
music.
play it anyway. Didn't snow lateral. I'm gonna hold it away from the mic so they can't hear it.
Pass it to me.
No, ready? You can hear this. On the trail we blaze. You remember this? And the horse is like. You remember this?
I don't remember this.
Oh,
bit.
yes, you do.
I don't.
I
You
watched
forget
it on
that
Netflix.
I'm 3 years younger than you. It's on Netflix.
It was last time I watched it. It's got such good animation, but the story is a little bit racist.
It's a little bit like really racist.
But it's pretty good though, apart from that huge aspect of it.
Oh, there's the.
You
travel
remember
boys.
this?
Kind of.
Well, written story. See?
Is that Elton John?
Yes.
What the fuck? How did they get him for this fucking Nazi movie? This World War II drama.
It's a real Louis, please. What a brilliant, brilliant song. That's why I've got such good taste, because of that. It's also why I'm a little bit of a racist. I think I'm superior to the native people.
The native
gold.
Eldoradians.
Maxine,
There's
baby!
that character that made everyone question their sexuality when they're like 8.
What character?
It's like
the girl.
the girl, yeah, who's like
Why
wearing
is that
nothing.
questioning your sexuality? And she just like straight up sucks the main character's dick off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's the most like ridiculous fucking like voluptuous fucking woman.
Yeah.
And it's just like
She's like straight up fucking like hentai character.
Terra incognita in the surely rain.
Max loves that song.
Pickle Rick fangirl. If you put icing on a muffin, does it become a cupcake? Please, this debate has killed friendships. It needs to be...
If a cake is fucking in a cup, it's a cupcake. Bitch.
Diatut says, describe your, in brackets, realistic, close brackets, dream house.
There's
It would
no
just be
floor.
infinite girl from El Dorado.
Wallpaper.
Something's farted. Was it you? Probably that cardboard that did that.
You're gross, Max. I'd say no floors, just water.
I've always
Water.
thought a house where it's like a warehouse and you go in and it's just like the Ewok village.
That'd be horrible. I want for my house the labyrinth from Labyrinth.
That would be really confusing and scary.
No, but there's the worm that's
And
like...
would ruin your childhood.
Well, if you just went the straight way the whole time, you would have been there already.
And that's how...
on the other way, he'd be there by now.
So we
Oh,
know...
that part used to anger me when I was a child.
What?
It was so frustrating because it was like, if you just listen to the worm!
Yeah,
Listen to the worm!
Listen to the fucking freaky, like...
Puppet worm that
Puppet
looks
worm,
weird and speaks like Joe Pasquale.
Oh, it smells. Go away.
It really smells fucking hot. Rancid, doesn't it? Want some little baby juice? Yummy.
Aww.
Rep says, if you had the opportunity to live outside UK, would you choose the EU or USA?
Well, first of all, there's more than 2 continents in the world. So that's probably
Russia?
good to know. There's Asia.
Russia.
There's Africa.
Bikini Bottom.
There's Bikini Bottom. Russia isn't a continent.
Africa.
I already said Africa.
Australia.
Australasia.
Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea. Matanui.
America would be like a good bet. They speak English.
What's wrong with fucking Europe? They all speak English there.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. Just don't go
Okay,
to...
so they all speak
just don't go to
England.
Gibble land.
They all speak England in Madagascar then.
Not in the European Union, you stupid bitch.
Where's
Madagascar's
Madagascar?
way
then?
over there.
Where?
In that direction.
If it's not in Europe, where is it? Tell me. Tell me what continent Madagascar is in.
Isn't it? It's part of the world, I know that. I know it's
Yeah.
where Alex the Lion winds up.
Uh-huh. And he's
And
from
Julian.
America, so
And Julian.
Julian's
well.
already there. Julian is that racist?
What, Julian?
Yeah.
Or what I just did?
No, Julian.
Yeah, it's usually racist.
Because
Nah,
what
not
you?
really.
Because isn't the guy that
just
played
funny.
him like?
He's English. He's fucking Sacha
He's
Baron
English,
Cohen.
but he's also like
Well, he's
originally
obviously of like somewhere else descent, but he was born here. And did,
Borat
and
descent.
he did history A level. Bit incognita on the show.
Yeah, that one.
God, that really smells.
I live in Madagascar at the end, to be honest.
God, all these fucking Rick and Morty references. It's pissing me off. Professor Poofy Sup. What languages are you guys fluent in? Well, I dabble in a bit of Madagascan, a little bit of Bikini Bottom.
I speak Spanish.
On the long
Japanese.
side.
I speak Spanish, Japanese, and English.
On the long side. We're going to do one more.
Okay. Hit me.
God, that really stinks. That is vile. Also, I just really want to watch the Orville. Jill Flover, finally a good name. Jill Flover. Jim. If someone by 2 weeks' time doesn't have, like, the Trail We Blaze as a name, or at least Banana Ray or something like that, I'm gonna be fucking so upset. Talk about how fan bases. They swore there, so I'm gonna filter that out. Effing ruin everything. Example. I'm Pickle Rick.
They don't.
I feel like we've talked about this every episode. So.
Yeah, we have, but they don't.
What do you mean they don't? We've just been talking about how annoyed we are at Pickle Rick, even though it is really funny.
It isn't really funny.
I'm Pickle Rick.
It's like mediocre.
Mediocre. How's it mediocre? You're telling me if you didn't see that in a vacuum. No, if you did see that in a vacuum, you would not think it's funny at all.
I'd be like,
You just don't like the part where he acknowledges the fact that he is a pickle. You think it's humorous enough on its own to see that imagery.
no,
is
it's
funny,
too
it's
obviously
humorous.
trying to be. I'm
Like
Pickle Rick. It's obviously I'm Pickle Rick. It's not Rick's a pickle. You know.
How the fuck could they ever have done it? Just have him not acknowledge it. Sometimes I think not acknowledging something is much funnier than blatantly acknowledging it. But then it's like the fucking infinite layers of it. It's not funny enough that it's just a pickle. It's not funny enough that a guy is just.
Would it be?
It's just such a ludicrous concept that he fucking. When you describe it, it's funny. He's a pickle that's been told. If I put it on right now, you would laugh.
No, but
yes,
that's-
you would.
No, I wouldn't.
We're gonna do that test after. You'll fucking laugh.
I never laughed at I'm Pickle Rick.
I didn't either.
Exactly.
I thought it was funny though.
I was like,
No, you weren't. Your brain was like, I think that's funny.
my brain was like,
You were fighting your brain to think.
no,
it's
my
not
brain
funny.
was like, you're better than this.
You put in this bit, goddamn, it's funny.
Keep
I'm
a straight
Jamie
face.
Rick. Yeah, I think it would be a little bit funnier maybe if you just didn't scream it. Or is that part of it? Just acknowledging how.
How could he say I'm Pickle Rick without screaming it?
If it zoomed in to a close up with him being turned away, and then he turns around and goes, Morty, I'm Pickle Rick.
He doesn't sound like that though. Do it in Rick's voice.
Morty!
See, you have to scream it.
It's just the voice.
Exactly.
Morty, I'm Pickle Rick. If you said it in like,
Cucumber Nick.
I'm born in the murder.
If he made like a song with Elton John,
I'm pickle.
Pickle.
There was one thing that I found, like, one thing that I just didn't like in one of the episodes. We keep coming back to Rick and Morty, but it's so relevant at the moment.
Yeah.
It was where, at the end, like out of nowhere, they just get that rapper, Logic,
Yeah.
in it, and it's like there was no point or joke to it. It was just like in this alien world, Logic was just there and did a song.
Mhm. And he
So,
was like,
I
"Can
could
I
do
get my
without
money
that."
now?"
Because it purely is just because Justin is just a huge fan of Logic. That was it. Like, it serves no purpose to the story.
It would have been funnier if he got Logic in to be one of the
Like a character.
Vindicators
Yeah.
who like made music.
If I did have a criticism for Bojack, bringing it back to comparing it to that, it would be sometimes I could do without the constant celebrity references.
Yeah.
That's probably the only thing that annoys me sometimes. Like, sometimes I literally have to pause it and look up who they're referencing, so I don't know who they are. I did that about 5 times while watching it.
I feel like it's aiming for an audience that would never watch it.
Who, Bojack?
Yeah.
That would never watch it.
Like, we love it, but people that stay up late waiting for Kim Kardashian's new Snapchat, like, all the references that the show is, like, making.
No, but they never reference anyone like that. They reference, like, fucking weird celebrities. Like, I didn't know who they were, so I go on IMDb and it's like, who the fuck is this? Like,
Yeah.
I've never heard of them before. Like, I know a lot of people know who Zach Braff is, but there's like this whole thing with Zach Braff.
Who's Zach Braff?
He's in the spoilers. He gets eaten. He gets burnt to death and eaten.
Oh, is he the one that has a Prius?
Yeah,
Okay.
didn't have a point.
Who is he in real life?
He's a really unfunny, like, actor.
Is he meant to be funny?
Yeah, I think he was in Scrubs or some shit. I don't
Okay,
fucking know. I don't watch anything like that.
Did he... Was he actually the voice in the show?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Did you like that Matthew Broderick voiced Bojack's dad?
Who's Matthew Broderick?
Inspector Gadget?
Really? The
Yeah.
guy that ran over that guy
Yeah, the
and
murderer.
killed him. A literal murderer. Was that...
He was really good in that movie.
Yeah.
Really depressing.
Too bad he
movie.
killed that person, though.
Yeah. Maybe he went go Gadget and it went a bit wrong. Go
Yeah.
Gadget, not murder. Uh-oh.
Malfunction.
Malfunction. Did you say murder? This has gone off the fucking rails.
Thank you, everybody. It's me. The guy from episode 9.
No, Jim, look, watch this. Give him here. Watch this. Fucking watch this. First off. Hey, you gonna share some of that with me, mate? You know, I'm thirsty today. Wee.
It's too high of a percentage for you, tiny dinosaur.
Yeah, wee.
Come on, do an outro with the dino.
I'd like to thank all of my watchers in Bikini Bottom. Especially you, Sandy. I'm Sandy.
I did it better than you. Give him back.
No. Ready? It's all been building up to this moment. It's all been building up to this moment. I keep forgetting the line there, so it's really hard to remember. Hey, Pickle Rick. Let's... I got something to tell you. What is it? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What's that over there? It looks like something in the bowl. There's something in the bowl over there, Dino. Huh? I don't see a bowl. What are you talking about? Don't be silly. But actually, go on. No.
Where's this going? Fucking end it. Come on.
No,
Purgatory.
no, ready? Come on, guys. Come on. Tell us your little one then. Ready? No, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What was your point then? My point is that I fear the banana. Come on, Jim. Just not funny.
I just fear the banana too much. Alex,
We fear the banana.
do you fear the salads?
Does it work on salad? Why does he say that? Like, I keep trying to remember. Why does he say that?
Because to Americans, things that aren't bananas are salads. So he wants to know if it works on other things.
Jim, take it away. I just did my outro, now it's your turn. Invit Von Story.
Invit Von Story.
On Atlantic mystery. On the steel we feel.
And still we feel.
Thanks for watching the JARCAST episode 85. If you've got this far, make sure you say rest in peace, James. Jim.
That was a lame one.
That was a good one.